Sand is critical for protecting coastlines, providing habitat for animals, and supporting ocean economies. Storms can damage beaches and wash away large amounts of sand. When this happens, coastal communities turn to the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, or BOEM, to help replace this sand through a process known as beach renourishment. Beach renourishment typically uses sand harvested from the seafloor on the outer continental shelf, an area managed by BOEM. Before authorizing this kind of activity, BOEM conducts environmental studies to evaluate its potential impacts. Partnerships are an essential tool to carrying out these environmental studies, and one such partnership is with the Stellwagen Bank National Marine Sanctuary off the coast of Massachusetts. Stellwagen is teeming with rich biodiversity, an array of human activities, and a long history of ocean research with data sets that go back decades. Though no actual sand harvesting takes place in Stellwagen, it provides an ideal living laboratory for developing best practices. BOEM has partnered with the sanctuary to study the impacts that sand harvesting could have on seafloor ecology, and in particular, the small but important fish called the sand lance. Sand lance are only about 3 to 6 inches long, but they're a critical link in the food web between the tiny zooplankton they eat and the larger animals that prey on them. These eel-like fish are a favorite food source of humpback whales, sharks, seals, seabirds, and many other ocean predators. As their name suggests, sand lance live near the seafloor and lay their eggs on the sandy surface. However, these fish don't just live on the bottom of the ocean, they live in the bottom, burrowing into the sand to hide from predators. This makes them particularly vulnerable to sand harvesting. Sand lance range overlaps with many areas that rely on beach renourishment. Furthermore, these fish prefer sand that has the same grain size as the sand commonly used for this purpose. As a result, harvesting activity could impact sand lance in multiple ways. It could disrupt spawning, destroy their eggs, harm their habitat, and even harm the fish themselves. These impacts could potentially affect the ocean predators that feed on sand lance as well. Initial studies show that sand lance populations have significant seasonal and geographical fluctuations. Understanding these fluctuations will help managers better plan where and when to harvest sand safely. Additional studies will focus on understanding when and how sand lance reproduce, as well as how long disturbed sand habitats take to recover. Teams of scientists are gathering data and building simulation models to uncover the complex dynamics of the ocean floor. Studies that could ultimately help improve management strategies that will in turn improve the ocean environment. The Stellwagen Bank National Marine Sanctuary has a proud history of scientific excellence. Partnering with BOEM not only continues this tradition, it also ensures that BOEM has access to thorough and cost-effective scientific research to help the government evaluate the potential environmental impacts of sand harvesting and other activities. Learning more about the sand lance will help BOEM make informed, science-based decisions that benefit coastal communities and the ocean environment we all rely on.